here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. I was making some pizza dough, and then I had to go and fetch my kitty because it's his lovey times. If you can see him here plotting on my glass. Don't bite my knee, you little butt. Hey, Van! Yeah, at the last minute, I realized I was about to go live in a way that would get me a lot of views and possibly subscribers, and then banned from YouTube. So I was like, I can just, I'm at home. I don't have to wear all the girly stuff. Oh crap, I'm gonna go live. That's the last thing I need. So, yeah. Hey, Elaine, how are you? Y'all doing well tonight? Van, you're a ghost again. Nope, you're back. You just gonna glower at me? That's not nice. I kicked your brother out, so he can't passive aggressive steal your attention. Jack's just laying there making mean face and kneading the floor. Bouncing between videos and editing. Nice. Yeah, I've got a fight with YouTube because I had to delete it to have room on my phone to do some recording earlier. And then was like, hey, I reinstalled it. And now if I can reply to comments, but if I watch your video, I can't comment on it. I'm like, that's mean. I can do it through this, but not the app on my phone. And that's way more portable. So I think I'm going to have to delete YouTube and reinstall it again. And then hopefully it will let me actually have conversations with people on it. Oh, yay, thank you, Elaine. I'm loving yours. I'm just like, that's so cool. We should all be doing that. Share some extra joy. I know it's booktube, but we do what we want. It's about being happy. That's why I had to delete YouTube this morning. Like, that's way more phone space than I have left after all the pictures of my flowers and the babies. And so I was like, I can't record without deleting 4 apps. I am reading this that I would have finished it last night, but I was kind of exhausted. I think I made it about 30 pages and then I fell asleep for the next 12 hours. So hopefully I can finish this today. How about y'all? Or, well, what are you editing today? It's Mr. Ghost. Completely agree about do what you want and share happy stuff. Yay! I have had one of those work weeks, so I am so far behind on things. Isn't it always one of those weeks? Hey, Henry. No puppies right now. This is Jackie Boy's turn. It's my fluffy kitty who is over here fighting my hair tie. I was going to love on him, but he decided he wanted my hair tie. Because this is the catch-all room that is the boyfriend space and the office. And eventually it'll kind of be the library that was supposed to be Jack's room, except where he hasn't chilled enough that he can just be out with the rest of the animals, so I can turn that room into my library. So the boyfriend's building me a bookcase for all the overflow to put along the now blank wall since we moved the TV over. So this is also where he comes to play some of the older video games while I'm watching something on the big screen in the living room. I have just finished editing my half of the tag video. Oh, that's going to be so good. I'm reading Star Trek Log 1. Ooh. I still got to see if I can find a Star Trek on Libby or something. I'm on a graphic novel called Bloom and hoping to finish the remix retelling of Treasure Island called Clash of Steel. I have never heard of Bloom, but it sounds pretty. Clash of Steel. I've never read Treasure Island. I'm not even sure I've seen the movie on that one, but I've played on it at Disney. So, I'm curious how that book's gonna end out. Sweet Jack cracks me up. He plays like Panther, hops around. Like usually he's super lazy, and it's just I might slap at this if it comes within range of my paw. And other times, he does that. Like I've caught him doing that to the rug that I got just for him to lay on. He is such a weirdo. Bloom got recommended after I finished Heartstopper. That is sneaky. I like it. No puppies, Henry. Jackie boy, I try to give him about an hour, and after that he starts getting a little. It might be play slaps. He might actually do something because he just kind of gets, cranky and overstimulated. But he gets his own little private, hang out with folks time out of his room. Hey, how are you, Noah? What are you up to tonight? Oh yeah, you gonna come yell at me now, Jack? And then drink my water? No, you're just gonna sniff it and yell at me? Okay. And hit me, that's not nice. Fine. That's why I got the scratcher. He's already in slappy mode. Gremlin, yes. I'm okay. How about you? I am lead drinking. Hello, other gremlin. Ooh, what are you drinking? I'm doing well. I'm getting slapped up, but thankfully he kept his claws in. Like, I'm only half in butthead mode. Yes. I kept JB out because my other fluff ball has started being like passive aggressive of he doesn't really like attention unless there's the bribe of food or you're sitting in a specific spot, like in the bathroom. But now he likes to pretend that he wants attention whenever I'm loving on Jack just to be like, ha ha, because he knows Jack gets jealous. It's like, oh, you have two hands, you're petting both of us? I don't think so. I'm gonna go over here and lick my butt for 30 minutes. And then even if I chase off JB, Jack will refuse. He's like, nope, I'm mad at you now. You petted both of us. So he will not come back. He's such a butt. Peanut loves attention when she demands it. Don't they always? It had better be water. Sure. Or is it watercolored? Bruce is a gentle soul. He would never hurt anybody. Yeah, I have a scar from this one where he wrapped himself around my arm and tried to slit my wrist. Because there was a skinny kitty outside that my other cat was, rubbing up on the window, flirting with. So, he is a butt. And certain noises will also completely set him off. Like, if he hears a dog bark or, other animal noises or a high-pitched sound, I swear he has, kitty PTSD. Kitty PTSD. Like, he forgets where he's at. He just gets this look in his eyes like nobody's home. And a couple seconds later, he will full-on launch at you. Bruce is beautiful. Aw. You're lucky your kitty is sweet. Mine are all buttheads. Though JB's, he can be herded with literally anything. Fur kids are funny like that. Xena does the same hissy fit when I pet her and Tiki at the same time. They really are drama queens. Nose, have you edited your half yet? Bruce is the devil. Oh, does Bruce not like you, Noah? Did you pet him the wrong way once? Yep, it's all ready to go up. Awesome. Oh, me and Bruce are good to each other. Yay! I edited the bit out you asked me to. Oh, now I'm curious what got edited out. Bruce is bigger than me. I forgot about that. Ooh, y'all keeping juicy secrets with your water. Why is this thing being mean? It starts full Chad mode. Oh my jeez. Yeah, I'm still gonna watch your Splattersaurus later. And then or re-download YouTube and see if it starts behaving. Okay. Oh, that was a thing. I love it. The voices. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait. Oh, are you back on sweet mode now? Nope. I tried to pet it with my hand and throw it off. I could. I won't, but I could. Be a little. He's started becoming like an ankle biter. I keep reminding him he's a cat, not a dog. But he likes to just drive by, bite my ankles now. You did the voices. Yeah. I offered assistance. You declined. Xena, typical teenager, pitched a fit when Tiki moved in. Xena moved downstairs for a month. Brat came back upstairs when she figured out Tiki's staying and more attention upstairs. I love it. They really do have some attitude. Though sometimes it's kind of encouraged. Like when we first got Pandora, one of the cats adopted her. It was like, this is my baby. And my puppy adopted her. The other 3 cats in the house were not allowed downstairs where my room was, where she lived. Like, nope. You can come down for food when there's other, the other bigger human supervised. Otherwise, you have to stay up. She got protected. They didn't realize that I named her Pandora for a reason. And that was only at the vet. Within our little group that actually knew her was a name that we called her that would get me banned so fast. And yet this she never reached 2 pounds until she was over 2 years old. And she tried to fight my 40-pound dog. And he let her. She straight up climbed in his mouth and was like, what's up? I have regrets. I should have accepted. You have another to read, bud. So what are y'all going to be reading tonight? It sounds like Noah might have something between y'all's editing. What you got going on tonight? Have some tipsy reading, really make it an interesting story. Was I not getting your itchy, Jackie boy? I saw that. Nope, toe biting. Oh God, I don't know. I haven't even looked, to be honest. Our girl Morgan was nicknamed Dexter at the vet. Psycho with people other than me. Yeah, that's the pups. Like, Franny does whatever Lil Man says, and Lil Man says everyone that hasn't lived here for months is a demon. So, if you're looking at him, he'll cuss you out. If you're dumb enough to turn your back to him, he's got full-on Napoleon syndrome, and you are dead from, the knees down. Or ankles, depending on how tall you are. He doesn't like big people. They're scary. But he'll wait for you to turn your back. Little folks, he's used to. I mean, he is a New Mexico dog, after all. I can reach the top shelves in New Mexico, except for at Walmart. You gonna come here and be sweet? Or are you gonna go over there and plot? He keeps moving around and making super mean face. He's like, I see you. craziness. Too funny, as we found her at about 9 weeks old, indoors for 14 years, but not a fan of humans unless you have a dog and brought them to visit. Then you were worthy of her time. I like that one of, I hate humans. Well, the dog, vouched for you. Usually it's the other way with cats. We got Vin and Noah, so it's gonna be crazy. Noah's sipping on something that he can't admit to. I remember the days of doing that. Well, you haven't admitted what it is, so, we have to speculate. Don't tell, I'm a delicate flower. Isn't that supposed to be his line? I don't know. I think y'all might both be lying there. I'm going to go with coconut rum, just because that was my favorite to drink before the sugar. If you put it with vanilla ice cream, it's really good. Yeah, just throwing that hint out there. You, sir, are a dandelion. Oh my gosh. I do love coconut rum. Ooh, I have ice cream. See, now you two have to hang out so you can have adult milkshakes. A little coconut syrup and Sprite. Because, well, depending on how much sugar and how much you can hold, it's really good. I don't know if I put that in my cookbook or not. I know I did smoothies and snacks. I'm not sure if I made the adult milkshake versions in that little cookbook. Noah, you are lactose intolerant. Bad Noah. I think sherbet or sorbet. One of those is not as milk-based. And then you can have like a tropical fruity one with your coconut. But I have needs. Oh. You will have needs after you eat. They have meds for that. And air spray. We're going to get y'all all messed up, and then we're going to start the reading sprint. I have apple strudel ice cream. I go, grrr. Apple strudel ice cream? I've never heard of it, but oh my god, that sounds so good. Oh yeah, Jackie boy, come here. You're just going to yell at me and walk away. Fluffy kitties, they're not very nice. Except for when they want to be. Oh my gosh. So how is everyone? Yes. We've gotten a little off topic. I don't think we ever got on topic. I love these sprints. I pretend that it's going to be so that we can like read and stuff, but it ends up more just fun conversations and laughs with a little bit of reading mixed in. What have you got going tonight, Randy? I remembered to get dressed for this because I almost made this an X-rated sprint. Which would have gone well with the drink conversations, but I don't think this would have lasted very long. For the romance reads that I don't do. Bless. Wow, spelling. X-rated self-count would have gone up. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I got all the viewers. Until they realized that that was an unplanned accident. And they're like, all right, we're just going to leave some trolling comments and bounce. I'm reading A libertarian walks into a bear. Well, this is the right time for that. I think that conversation's still going around a little bit. Get out of the closet. I will still love you. You don't have to go in the closet, Jack. We're accepting in this house. And you go in there, so now you're getting snuggles. Come here, Jack. Get out of that closet, big boy. Come here. Whee! Boink. Yeah, you stay out of that closet. That's a heck of a title. I'm not sure if that's gonna end up being a comedy or a drama with a title like that. Oh yeah, you watching me. Don't eat the power cord, you butt. You butt. I read the title wrong. It probably doesn't help that I tried to read it. And as you can tell, I only speak one language and I still can't speak it well. And it doesn't help that the little heart emoji that I cannot freaking get rid of likes to block some of the screens. I'm like, I don't know what that last word says until somebody else comments and bumps it up. So bad English and can't see. Yeah, we're just all in trouble here. We need to do another show together soon. Yes, we do. It's been too long and they're so much fun. I've got to hit up Dave and see about his thing. And me and you got to get together. And I totally need to get a buddy read going because I am never going to read it unless I get somebody to hold me accountable. That was so, it really was. That was a good time. I love having folks to actually like back and forth chat with. Books, anything. We'll just go crazy. I speak 2 languages. Last few weeks can tell English my second. I'll buddy read with you. Yay! I've still never done a buddy read before. I've been on here 2 years and I've never done one. But I've got a couple scary books that I'm probably not going to read otherwise. What? We should all join on the buddy read. I'm down for it. I don't totally know how to host one of those. But yep, I've got It from Stephen King that's like literally that freaking thick. I want to read it, but it's scary. It'll take me probably like a month and a half, so I keep putting it off because nobody's waiting for it. I've got it. Oh, that book is huge and I haven't read it. Exactly. It's scary. Or intimidating, as that tag was. Like, if I buddy read it with somebody, then I have to actually read it. So I might do it. It is on my list for yes, we will totally. Y'all are starting your spooky reading in July, aren't you? I don't like clowns. There's a clown mask hanging on the wall at work from last Halloween that some guy brought in. Yes. Last buddy read me and Noah did went badly. Me and Vin are doing Don't Die July. So, what do y'all say? We do It for July, make it a big old buddy read? Then maybe we'll have to actually do it. I'm always looking for someone to buddy read with. Can I share my channel name? Of course! We're all trying to just communicate and have a good, community here. I know some of y'all know Randy, don't y'all? Or am I the only one that knows? I forget some of us start all in the same groups. I have more time off in July. Lucky. I get vacation in August, but I have to save it for crap weather and like health issues. I unfortunately don't know Randy, but I'm down to try it and read it. Randy's freaking awesome. He's like one of the first booktubers that I found, actually. I've done buddy reads on Voxer, looking to get more on Google Chat. I don't actually have any way of doing it, but we can figure out the details. Kat and I have known each other for a minute now. Yup. I forget I've been on here for like 2 years. And you're one of the first people I actually like really chatted with and got chill with. You, Matthew, and Adriana over at Carbon Bonded. The only folks that I've actually known pretty much since I started and like actually communicate with. Like, I have a secret crush on Kat. Aw, well now it's not a secret. So I had never heard of Voxer until MJ filled me in. I've heard of it, but I still don't actually have it. I know Randy recently saw on a live stream, I think, Greg. Yep, you were on the last one with Dave and Gareth. And because we were like, wait, what happened? He disappeared on us. I have never heard of Voxer. Also, Randy, I shall check you out and throw a sub. Greg's a smart guy. Greg's awesome. I love how we all kind of have bits of overlap and then go, hey, you don't know this person yet, but you totally need to. So much fun. We're just sharing and building our friends group. Until Book Blather invited me to buddy read, I hadn't heard of Voxer either. It's the joys of the community. Yes, Dave and Olive. I'll admit, like, at first I found him, I was like, hey, there's a doggy in that picture, and let's see what's up. I am totally bribed by doggies every time. And oh my, I love it. Their live sprints are kind of like mine of, oh, we're going to talk books. No, it's an hour and a half of, I'm hungry now because y'all keep talking food and books, or food and biscuits. And ours is just, I'm going to sprint. No, we're just going to chat and have some fun and eventually get on to remembering to read. It's just the randomness. Oh, that reminds me. Ooh, reminds of what? I've been on YouTube for a couple of years, but last few months, BookTube has been a better experience and lovely supportive people. It really has been. Like, I love this place. It's like, real life, I can't really talk books. Us, it's half the time books, half the time it's just fun. Jaffa Cakes are coming out with a cola flavor one. What? No, you lie. Are you excited, or do you not? Or you're hoping that is lying? No. I've made cake cokes before. They're really good. I have a can of strawberry nectar just to make a cake with. It may be in the actual cake, Jaffa cake, and not the biscuit Jaffa cake. Cookie! This is a really supportive and positive community. I love my BookTube friends. I love how everybody just shouts out everybody all the time and checks up on everyone. Like, I know, one of the guys passed away that I didn't know him very well, but I've been seeing all the posts and everybody looking after everyone. I just like that Jaffa Cakes make donuts now, and they are called Jonuts. All I'm thinking is Jonas Brothers and dirtiness when I see that. And wow. It is the first non-fruit flavor they have done. Preach, Randy! Same variety. My channel books, nature, and my silly kids. It's so much fun. Like, see, you gotta do the variety because then we don't have to go and follow 50 different people. We can just go, all right, all my fun right here. Wait, is Jonuts a thing? Oh no, Kat. It's Ven. Okay. I'll get you some. No thanks. I have a dirty mind, okay? I tell everybody I'm 3, but I'm not 3. I'm living in sin. You'll sometimes run into someone who says that booktube is toxic. That's exactly the opposite of my experience here. I don't like. I've seen it's like, oh, there's booktube drama, and let's not start drama. I'm like, what are y'all getting into? I ain't had none. Yeah, nasty. Well, I mean, I am a redhead, so fair warning. Sadly, only saw Scott once during live. Beautiful soul, sad he is gone. Nice to see the beautiful tributes to him. Same. I think the only experience I had with him was, on one of their "Is this thing on?" Lives. I have not had any bad experiences. I've had I haven't even had that many trolls, and I just laugh at those ones because they have the same comments of "You're old" or "Ooh, that animal looks tasty." Can y'all have a meeting so you don't leave 4 of the same comment trying to troll the same video? Like, all right, I know y'all all live in your mom's basement, but have a little meeting and decide who's gonna get to say what. And they always get mad when I don't get offended. I just pretend that I don't understand. I had one call me old. I'm like, "Ooh, can you introduce me to all these old ladies that are still this hot so I can stay looking this good when I am 60? And then they get mad. I have not had any. I'm in the same boat, Randy. I hear so many people talked about all the toxic and drama, but I have yet to see or hear anything. It's all been positive on my end. I love the fiery hair. Ooh la la. Oh, thank you, Randy. Folks who think booktube is toxic have never been around paranormal type channels. I wouldn't even say I'm all that paranormal, but I still don't get any of the toxic. I just have fun. I had one person who looked like they would be a troll, but I pushed back politely in the comments and they apologized. Nice. Yeah. It's like they don't apologize, they just go, "Dang it, she didn't get offended enough," and they shut up. Or if they keep doing it, I'm just like, I'm just deleting that one. Like, thanks for the engagement. That helped my count and everything a little bit, but yeah, enough about you want to eat the wildlife in my backyard. You're not gonna succeed. Like, I don't know why they think they're original. Tomorrow's video, expect may attract some, though. Ooh, what's tomorrow's video? The thing with YouTube, it's like life. Outside of work, where you don't get to pick who you're stuck with, because, work, family, you kind of got them, at least till you're old enough to leave. But others, if you're actually putting out your own personality, you're going to get a couple trolls, but for the most part, you attract the people that like the personality. So, hey, since they're interested, they're not going to be pricks. You attract what you put out. And my crazy self attracts the other weirdness. And so we just have fun together. Review of the banned book called "This Book is Gay." That just kind of makes me think of like a children's book. Or sounds like something some dumb like Chad guy would say, because oh my god, reading is scary. Nice thing about being uber small, trolls have no incentive to find me. Yes. I only ever get them pretty much, it's on my shorts that, yeah, either like 3 people see or like a couple thousand see. There's nothing like in between. But my actual videos, they never notice. Because, haha, I'm a little baby. I get excited if I get 20 views. I believe it is the 3rd most banned book in the US. Sadly, I can believe that. I work with a bunch of people that would be happy to ban it. If they knew it existed, because books are scary. Like, honey, if reading a book will turn you, then guess what? You already were. Because otherwise, how are gay people existing if one instance can turn them, but yet they have 5 billion instances of every other song, book, movie, TV show, everything is all straight, but yet they were turned by that? Really? If it's that easy, I'm guessing that's the natural state of everyone. I believe it is a YA book designed as a reference book, basically for people exploring sexuality and gender. I thought that's what college was for. Or getting really drunk. Isn't that the whole point of that? Let's find out. I think it's more of a problem for guys. Girls are just like, ooh, if one of y'all is hot, we don't have a problem with that. It's when you aren't hot, or you say we can't join in, or it's dudes. Well, I was just like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm secure in this. I'm just gonna sit in your lap. I don't care. Or hey, we need to distract these boys. We'll fake it for distraction's sake. And it works every time. And won flag football that way. It was girls versus boys. We just distracted them all. And then went home to whatever we went home to. High school, so many of my students back and forth over 4 years. It's more stuff that should be taught in school, like finding safe communities, sex ed, like how to not have a kid if you don't want one. But that's frowned upon. Or what was messed up is we had sex ed in elementary school, and they didn't separate the boys and the girls. So we just traumatized all the boys, and the girls were just sitting here going, like, you're a year or two late. Half of what you're talking about has already happened. Use protection, basically. Yeah, it's amazing how many people don't know what that is, even in adulthood. Like, you have how many kids, and you haven't figured out how this is happening yet. And too late for me, I have 3 kids. Hey, you're better than my coworker that's got 7. We keep giving him crap. Like, I can't afford more. You know there's ways around not having that many, right? You obviously didn't learn most. Yeah, that's kind of like my parents. One was on purpose. The other 2 of us were, oh, crap. I mean, being a divorced recluse helps. Yeah? Yeah? Noah chases all of any suitors anyway. Are they trying to steal your man, Noah? And does Jenny know? Like an angry chihuahua. Oh, that's just mean. Oh my jeez. Finn is mine. I have claimed him. How many goats did you have to pay? Or did you go with like donkeys or something? Fully claimed. No takebacks. So many goats. Can't claim what you cannot afford. No. Yes, know your worth, then. Hold out for the cute donkeys and one of those little mini Highland cows. Only fur babies here. I figure 8 billion on the planet. Some ladies just need to say no. Exactly. If I could give birth to like a golden retriever or something, that'd be one thing. But it's going to be a human 2-legged, so I ain't got bail money for that. I tried to get him to take the junk out, and the doctors wouldn't do it. Rude. Like, I don't want it. I ain't using it. Oh my goodness. Got way too many people, not nearly enough puppies. And pouty kitties that look like they're falling asleep. How much of this ice cream is too much to eat? Oh no. When you run out, you have definitely had too much. When I start getting a headache, I've had too much. Because me and sugar ain't friends, but I'm Southern, so it's a food group. I'm torn. I agree with Kat. Yay! I had a good point, Kat. My kids aren't coming home with the police or throwing wild parties. Oh no, y'all, your kitties look like they get up to some fun. I had to cut mine off because, like, Pandora turned into like a kingpin with some catnip. JB had a 3-day trip where we couldn't get near him. I thought it was catnip, but the way that he was acting, you thought it was something else. Jack, I have never seen on it because Pandora would fight him if he got near it. True, but they don't go outside. This is true. The cats are not allowed outside because they're both too stupid. I mean, Jack got lost for 5 months within a mile of the house. And JB's an idiot. But the birds all, I love it. Like, he kind of knows what's up. Because I'll know when something's on the porch because he's staring out the window. Or he jumps on the window just, like, on the seal just to watch everybody scatter. They all think he's furry Godzilla. Oh, mine won't. Eldest did it once. He learned. Surprisingly, I never got in too much trouble. The only times I got busted by the cops, I was with other people, and I managed to cry my way out of it. Tank top, some hair wiggles, and a bunch of tears. It always works on the cops. Except for my friend who cried and then got the ticket and some advice on how to tell her dad that she got busted. See, to throw a party, you have to like people. I've never had a wild party because I've never liked enough people to have a big one. Like 5-6 people, that's my limit. I am sweet and innocent. Nobody can prove otherwise. I might have some Facebook pictures that can prove otherwise. But they're on, like, friends only, so it's okay. Good times. Back when I used to hang out in the bars. Some good times. He lied. Proven knows. You don't know, but he's got the blackmail pictures. Thought not. So hush. Oh my goodness. Do you need some help over there, Jackie boy? He's in here trying to lick all his chest hair, and it's just like, I'm stuck. The speed of the messages. It's fun when there's enough folks. It just keeps flying. Enjoy it. Eventually, there's going to be a bookcase there. And then I'll have to go get more books. Same. Very people selective. Thankfully, grew up before social media. No pictures up anywhere. Oh, it came about like right as I was getting of that age to start getting into trouble. Except for I still can't drive. Like, the parents didn't think unmarried women should be allowed to touch a car. And now I'm just old and I can't afford to, wreck a car and have the insurance go even farther up when it already doubled with no accidents, tickets, nothing, because of course it did. Like, I have to get a new car and insurance. And yeah, I literally can't afford to learn to drive at this point. Oh, I still have not bought any books this month either, as well. I am very proud of myself. Yay! Lies. He bought one. Did he buy it or is it on pre-order? Because that doesn't count. Ooh, on Kindle. Ooh, what'd you get? Kindle pre-order. See, it doesn't count until it comes out because that's when the money comes out. It's like my James Rollins one. I haven't bought it until August. But hopefully it'll go on a good sale by then. Hopefully by then I'll have won the lottery and then I'll just buy all the books and take all the animals out of the shelter. I have a couple in August. Nice. Sadly, I only have one because I don't think Christopher Moore has anything out. And there's only, at this point, there's only two that I'm like, if they write a book, I have to have it. Because I love Kim Harrison, but the series that I read has already been like semi-spoiled like 5 books ago. So I wait for the paperback on that one. I can't say that. Many thrift store adventures, but should be good now. Have plenty to read for Book Trek. I can't remember what they are. I need to read Christopher Moore. Yes. I need more people that know who he is. Like, honestly, that's how I found Amethyst. I don't know if she made the video or if I made one talking about it. Like, somebody else knows who he is. Okay, we're besties now. Because like nobody else knows her. I got Matthew to read one of them. He's like, I liked a couple lines, but overall he doesn't have the right sense of humor for her. Because Christopher Moore is basically a dirty, immature 12-year-old boy living in like a 60-year-old body. I started off by reading You Suck, a love story. And the opening line is, "You bitch, you killed me, you suck." And of course it's a vampire trilogy. We don't have much in the way of thrift stores here. Oh, so the book that Noah read. Yeah, thrift stores are dangerous. Thankfully, the one that actually has a bunch of books is far away. The author is inspired by one of your favorites, Kat. Oh, how dare you make that a dirty insinuation? Never. Never. The ugh and the face you pull. No, I didn't know. He's horrible. I gave him 3 tries. Richard Lemon is. I swear. It's like Stephen King wrote half the book, and then a 12-year-old boy who has never seen boobs before and is obsessed with them wrote the other half. And that does not mix. Editor should have smacked up the little boy. That is 4 more tries than he deserved. I love it. Yes. My thrift store is 10 minutes away. Tons of books. Deadly on the budget. Yeah. I would be in trouble too, Elaine. My bank account would be going, Daddy, can you help with the bills this month? I kind of spent it all. And we're going to have to start building shelves like around the ceiling so that JB doesn't eat them. We don't really have thrift stores, and the books they tend to have is the gray book about BDSM that everyone bought ages ago and Twilight. So the 2 worst things ever. And the worst part about that like gray series, I remember when that came out in theaters, and my like adoptive-ish mom was like, "Hey, we should go see this." I don't want to see that at home. I definitely do not want to see it in theaters. And I definitely do not want to see it in theater with a mother figure. I am not watching a sex movie with company in public. That is just, so uncomfortable. Well, you were reading Twilight in September. Oh. You gonna take that, Noah? Reading Twilight? I was excited about that book because I was like, "Ooh, vampires!" And then I heard about it and was like, That's not a vampire. That's a 17-year-old that rolled in some stripper's body glitter and needs a gimmick to get laid. No. Vampires burst into flames and send light. Or at least burn very badly and almost die. They don't glitter. As long as I don't put them on the coffee table, Panther doesn't chew the corners. See, mine are, weirdly enough, they're mostly safe on the table. JB just likes any kind of plant. But if I fall asleep with it or it's like down low, he has been known to do other bad things. Ugh, it's great. One reads that. Then one reads the gender swapped one. Twilight. Ugh. Love it. Buffy and Angel for me. Yes, I love those ones. And, like, did y'all see like the last season of Angel was a bit drama, but season 4, oh my god, when they turned into puppets, that was the best freaking season ever. And then Fred became a Smurf. Thought you liked Spike. He did get better. I mean, yes, puppets. Oh my god, Fred. Plus, no, so predictable. I loved her character until she did turn blue. She was such a Smurf. She went from this brainy, innocent little thing to I'm gonna kill you, death Smurf. And all the guys were still fighting over her. I loved her. But the puppet episode was just the funniest freaking thing ever. The one I couldn't stand was Angel's son. He needed to get smacked up. Connor was the freaking worst. Fred was she was adorable, and then she was deadly. Connor was a boob. I mean, at least you can see blue, Noah. But on Buffy, the smiling man in the first season? It's been a while since I watched it. That one doesn't stick in my brain much. They just floated around. What? Cat. I'm sorry. I watched it before, at least like twice, but it's been a minute. I think it's on Hulu now. It's one of those that I like watch now and then because somebody else like ruins it, makes it so not fun anymore. So I watch all the shows that I know he's going to complain about when he's not home. But then that's also when I'm recording and trying to read. So I don't get a lot of watching anymore, except for putting on it to fall asleep. And then I miss it because I fell asleep. You need to watch it again. They're creepy. I can barely remember it. It's been a long time. Mm-hmm. I remember loving the first few, and then I think it kind of turned drama. But it's been forever. I remember Faith popping in at some point. So I think I only saw like 5 or 6 seasons. I think there is more Buffy than I watched. Like, she went off to college, and I remember like 1 season of that. But what actually happened and how she ends up hooking up with Spike, I don't actually remember. I just know that it did. Watch all of them once. Spike, best character and most growth. Yes. Don't remember. I am feeling like TV sci-fi kick at the moment. That could be fun. Maybe try and find Friend to rewatch. Oh, you want a good set? Have you ever watched Firefly? It only got 1 season, and then it got the movie spin-off Serenity. It should have got more. And I love, if y'all have ever watched Castle, it's played by the same guy, and they make so many references making fun of his space cowboy. He busts out the costume for Halloween in at least like 2 episodes. Apparently there's books of Firefly. I haven't got them because they're like $13 a pop. But I want them so bad now that I know about them. Friend was great. Also enjoyed Firefly. I've never seen Friends. I'm not even sure I've heard of that one till now. If I have, it kind of went in the back of the brain and lost. It was shown out of order on the network, I believe, which did not help. Watch how I soar. What? You lost me, Noah, but I love it. Warehouse 13 as well, although it was a bit cheesy. Sometimes the cheese factor is fun. Sometimes it's over the top like a Sci-Fi Channel movie. I think your water is kicking in, Noah. Oh, watching that. Oh my goodness. Actor from Dawson's Creek, Pacey. Friend was different but good. Yep. H.G. Wells, I'm up to. Dawson Creek, that's one that was in my era, but I wasn't really a fan of that one. Or like the OC. I remember one of the guys starring in it was hot, but that's all I had going for it. I just couldn't do it. Love that actress. Oh, so good. Wait, I thought Pacey was the dude. Or am I thinking of the wrong character? I thought you were watching Lucifer. Oh, I'm almost finished my rewatch of Lucifer. And I'm still trying to watch The Witcher, but I have to actually focus on that one. Instead of just going, ooh, drool a little bit. But the actual show, that first season messed with me. I didn't like how they're like, oh, this is linear. Just kidding. No, it's not. And then Matthew said, don't really read the books because you're going to love it. And then you're going to get to the end, which you have to read. And it's terrible. So that's disappointing. Jack, didn't we have this talk about you in the closet? Come on out. Don't give me that face. They gender swap them for the show. Pacey is the guy, Dawson's friend. Much better character than Dawson. If you remember, Dawson was just a whiny brat. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Oh, I thought you were talking to me then about the closet. We love you too, Noah. You don't have to stay in the closet for us. But no, just talking to my fluffy kitty, getting into everything in there. Good boy. You're gonna be a good boy. I'm ready for some attention. Thanks, I love you all too. Aww. Good boy. I find you an acceptable colleague, Noah. What about Fred? Oh. Do you like that you get the little cheeky smiley? I have a cat. Dang, harsh. Okay, fair. I would have held out for a puppy, but that's just me. Or at least a cat that thinks he's a puppy. Oh, Jack. Sometimes you get confused enough to be a puppy. And sometimes you're scratchy. And all the old ladies in work who love me. But which one's the grandma that brings the snacks and bakes all the goodies? Because one of them's got to bake all the goodies or they're not grandma. There's no one baking. Rude. I love baking. I actually got some pizza dough sitting outside so it can rise that, I probably should go bring in soon. Though it's not like it can get over poofed. It's the customers. They give me sweets. No fair, you have way better customers. I always wanted to punch half of mine. We got one or two cute ones and one or two nice ones, and then there was always at least like 20 that you're like, I don't get paid enough to pay bail. That's the only reason you're still standing. Of course, sometimes it's also the management. It's like, if I made enough money for bail, they'd be in so much trouble. I mean, I had to deal with one this week. Highlight of the week. One? I'm sorry I had to deal with them, but only one? I wish my days in retail were that good. My customer, thief. Well, half of mine was fast food, so they couldn't really steal the food. It was on the other side of the counter. But they don't have the girls chase the bad guys. And in one company, we're straight over like, oh, yeah, you're just supposed to let them walk out. Like, we don't bother. And the other one, we had to, rent a cops that stood at the front. You would have loved working in a high school. I would have gotten in trouble. I remember what we were like in high school. We were evil. Oh, I had to deal with them this week as well. Oh, jeez. All the attitude and the hormones and no. Almost makes me feel bad for my parents. I was mostly just boy crazy in high school. Except for not for the high school boys because they were all idiots. Most are very polite. It's a nice change. I remember too, figure me working there was karma. Plus, most of them know who I am, which helps. Yeah, I've never lived somewhere like that small. Well, almost. But I managed to not have to know many people. I had my little group, and that was it. Shall we break it up with a tiny bit of reading now? Where I live literally backs onto the school fields. Oh my goodness. So everybody's hopping the fence to your yard to go do the things that they should not be doing. Or was that just my high school? Where the superintendent knew, like, all right, which backyard are y'all in, you idiots? Pick a different one. So we'll give it about 10, so about 45 after. Oh no, it's a 10. Yeah, ours was just we had the baby practice football field and then the little fence, and they went right over it. Shoot, we climbed it on purpose for an after-school thing because we were too lazy to go around by the director's, advice. I'll continue scratching you and see if we can finish a book. Hopefully everybody has some good books or a good TV show to get into. We were just let out when I was there. No gates or anything. Climb all the things like a tree. Yeah, now if I climbed it like a tree, I'd probably kill myself. I'll put a little thingy because I haven't figured out banners. There we go. No, all things. Oh, I could go so many dirty ways with that, but I'm gonna be a good girl for a minute. We'll see what happens after the spread. Well, I won't tell you about the tweet I sent Noah. Well, now my mind's just gonna fill in the blanks with all sorts of inappropriate things. Noah, you shouldn't have. How could you, Van? Oh, I was shooketh. Shooketh, I say. Somehow I always want to go Shakespearean whenever y'all do those words. Gotta go all Macbeth with it. Or Hamlet, whatever. So shooketh. Oh my jeez. You ready for fluffy boy nap? Okay. such a sad book. Not really. Mascara's trying to make me act like this is a crying book. You're still not gonna give me no cuddles, Jack. You never read one with the animal then. So this one is just, I yawned and it made my mascara run into my eye. It burns. Which just makes them water more and then run more. It's so not nice. The last couple of Harry Potter books make me cry every time, even though I know it's coming. It burns! It burns! Don't knock it over this time. Jack took that excuse and go, ooh, she's distracted. She can't see me with her glasses off, old blind butt. I'm gonna get that glass. Huh. Joke's on you, I can't hardly see with my glasses anymore. A few years past due for new ones. Did somebody say burning? Only my eyeballs. That waterproof mascara still decided to get me. Because my eyes always water when I yawn. And it got them. Huh, Jack, that wasn't nice. You're lucky. You're like, I'm fluffy everywhere and hairy, and it's adorable. And it doesn't matter that I don't have eyelashes. I still won't look like my brother. Yeah, I gotta put on makeup and keep my hair long, or they'll be able to tell I'm related to my brother. And I'm not ready for the universe to know that yet. You could give me a roly poly. You could do a cute roly poly. That's not nice. Good thing you kept most of your closet. That's not nice. Cute. I love you. You gotta go to your room, and mommy's gotta bring the pizza oven. Come on, Jack Jack. We'll get a snack and use the bathroom, you know. Oh, big boy. Go. Yes, good boy. Oh, put the fan on. Oh, come in, Oscar Bosker. Hello. Yeah, that's a good little man. Did you have fun? Did you go explore outside, huh? Did you go exploring outside? Oh, hello, big girl. Yeah. Yes, your brother was in here. And now it's your turn, huh? Is it your turn? Yes, that's my boob. You smelt it before. You go sniff Mama's water. Oh, little man. Got a franny fanny and a little man head. Dual puppies. Good boy. You're just showing off your fake corgi booty. Okay. Yum. Okay, fine, bye. Yeah. They're usually not allowed in this room, so like, wait, mommy's in another room? And now the door's open? But I'm kind of surprised. They're usually more of, ooh, we have to explore, because I went out back to bring in my bowl of pizza dough since it was all nice and risen. Usually it takes them a while to stop yelling at the neighbors and looking for wildlife to pick on. Ooh, do I have another short chapter? Did I really? Oh, you fussing? You didn't want any attention the whole time, hardly. I don't know if y'all can hear, but Jack is doing his "I'm dying" meow, which is complete BS. He just busted out for, like, you think at least that he wants attention when he's doing that drama meow. No, he just wants to get to go out and explore. He's like, you're gonna open the door to come busting in to check on me, and I'm out of here. He's a butt. So how's everybody's books doing? Did y'all get very far? Or get some good shows and editing on? I am around 80%. Nice. It's so, almost done. Second story. Nice. Doesn't sound very good for yours, though, Ven. When you gotta go, Cute puppy visit. Aw, thank you. Yeah, Franny wanted to show off her hold my butt move, which is her favorite thing to do if she's not getting food. Just throw her booty around. Had to go bring in the pizza dough from outside. And they're like, ooh, well, now that we're up and around and excited. Because you know you did it right when you can smell it through the lid. They made a pepperoni pizza dough yesterday. And then today is a barbecue chicken pizza dough. And tomorrow I'm going to make a buffalo chicken one. If it's going to be personalized, you might as well season it up. We can't just do one dough for everything. I got to season them all. It's fun. I don't like the main character. He doesn't come across as a nice person, which makes sense looking at his friend group and his relationship with his dad, especially. Yeah. I mean, it sucks that the main character is like a crappy person. You're supposed to have one character that you root for, and it's bad when it's like a side character. Nice. Very much looking for validation regardless of how. Oof. So he's going to be the one getting into a lot of trouble with that. Any attention is good attention. Are you liking your second story, Elaine? Love the art style, though. Well, at least there's one good thing about it. Currently on Vulcan and Spock's past. I know coming up to a sad part. Aw, that's not fun. Thinking I'm the same way. I've read Harry Potter enough times, I know what's coming. But yet it still upsets me every time, and I still like reading it. Like, I know about Hedwig, I know about Dobby, I know about Dumbledore, who is very much a great character, instead of the good one that he starts off pretending to be. But it gets me every time. Right, I am off to bed as it's 1 a.m. nearly. Dang, that is late. Well, thank you for coming in. I had a lot of fun with you tonight. Can never go wrong with all the laughs. His beloved pet, but important story, and we get to learn more about Spock and his past. Before I go, how's your book? It's good. We're getting some drama, and the main character has an attitude. Because it's a husband and wife couple, and they just have weird, fun banter, but we're basically the Nazis kind of went bye-bye, but there's a small group that's trying to fund their, return with some money that they got by ransoming off part of, like, the Romanov family. But the plane crashed, and so they're all trying to track down where this, ransom went. And now we think we might have found it. but the Nazis and the Russians and everybody else are closing in. So it's a lot of action. Right, I'm heading on. You all have a lovely and amazing spread. Well, thank you for visiting. Hope you sleep well and have a good rest of your weekend. Anytime, and I'm sure I will. Stay awesome, you, and you too. Night all. Enjoy the rest of the sprint. Thank you so much. It's been a fun one. Night, night. I don't know how you can read that one late. It always makes me cry when it's an animal. The humans, psh, the animals, that's rude. How dare you put that in a book and not tell people ahead of time? We got to be prepared for the emotional upheaval. And even then, it'll still get you. I didn't even know Spock had a pet. That's an emotional thing. I didn't think Spock had any emotions, despite being half human. Speaking. Good. Got about 30 pages left in this one. I might actually finish it with another sprint. Maybe. So I got almost 30 pages this time. So yay, I'll be able to check 29 off tonight. Because even if I don't finish this on sprints, that few pages, I'll be able to stay up after dinner and knock it off. Though I have no idea what I'm going to read after this. I'm going to stare at my shelves for a while since I didn't make a TBR and go, what am I in the mood for to read? Mostly tomorrow. I'd had a couple books that I'd planned to read this month, but they were all really short, so I actually ended up finishing them in May. Which I guess is good, because this month is kind of crazy. I found a series on Kindle Unlimited. I'm like, I'm going to finish it. And every time I think I'm almost done, then there's more books in that series. A bit of Goodreads today. Woohoo! 59 books this year. 9 past my goal. Yes! Congrats! It's always nice to beat your goal. I would remember I cheat. I set mine low so I know I can beat it unless I have a really bad year. I set it for 30 or 40. And that way I don't even have to do one a week in case it gets crazy. Or in case I try to read a chunkster like it and it takes me a month. I used to try to do big ones and dang, now it's stressful because I'm going to meet that goal. Have you liked most of the ones that you've read this year? Or have, at least, they lived up to expectations of, good-ish, even if they weren't 5-star? Good plan. May do that next year. I get too stressed about finishing. Yes. I said, these people, I'm like, we're going to do this much. And I get to go, yay, I got 200%. I was so close. I think I needed 2 more books and I would have had 400% of my goal last year because I set it super low. Nice and sneaky. It's that's the goal I'm going to say, so I'll be happy when I meet it. But that's the one I'm really going for. Only one death this year. A most great read. Enough. Nice. I love when you don't have to get rid of a whole bunch. Like Matthew's coil that he had to, straight up burn. Oh, that review freaking cracked me up. Wait, I haven't had any that I wanted to throw in the fire. For the most part. That Lemon book, I thought about it. If we had a fireplace, it might have ended up kindling this winter. Or maybe get a wood chipper and go, all right, you're mulch now. Give back to the earth what you have stolen with that. Make your year, be good from here on out. No more DNFs. Only good readings. I even watched the end of bad movies because I need to know the end. Usually if they're bad enough early on that I'm like, I can turn this one off. The book, what really gets me is when you get like halfway into you invested and then it goes to heck. I'm like, I need to know what happens and how it happens, but I don't want to read it because it sucks. But then you skip to the end, you're like, well, what the heck? How did they? Great, now I have to read it, but I'm not gonna like it. Usually I'm like, all right, I'll start skimming. I've only full on DNF'd a handful, where even skimming was just ticking me off. Dang. Yeah, if you can't give up a bad movie, DNF is just, that one needs to be taken off the face of the earth. Spare anybody else that trauma of reading it. Author I didn't like before and seems I don't like her better now. Which author was that? Make sure we can all avoid him. Lynn Andrews. I'll be sure to keep avoiding that one. Never heard of her, but probably that's a good thing. Make the 10 worst books of all time list. Usually they at least have a little bit of redemption to keep me wanting vaguely to read it, but dang, that's just sad. I think my DNF for the year was Three Musketeers. That one was just, I went into that with such high hopes. I loved the movie, and then I wanted to take out the Musketeers because they were the worst. Some may like her shaman type books, but I just find her fake and overdramatic. I mean, certain roles call for being overdramatic, but it shouldn't be that bad in the writing. No. And here I slept for 12 hours. Because I would have finished this last night. I only had like 60 pages left, but I didn't even make it to 10 o'clock last night. I was that tired. And I only woke up this morning because Franny was sitting by the bed doing her creeper, stare and breathing. Are you going to get up? So my brother can go out and I can have my treat. Fine, as you woke me up after peace and I'm awake. I probably would have slept all day. Shame is some of the other women in story are fascinating people. Her work is nonfiction, but still, meh. That is a problem I find with a lot of nonfiction. Of like, ooh, this sounds really interesting. How did you make that the driest thing I've ever read in my life? It's such a cool topic. So, like, even when I'm interested in something, I'm like, do I really want to read a book on this? It's probably going to bore me to tears. Monday up until 12:30 a.m. to finish Probe. Oh, jeez. If I'm up that late, we in trouble because I'm gonna have to deal with heat and at least 2 people that to remind myself I don't get paid enough to, cover bail if I go full redhead on them. So I'm like, I need sleep so that I can, like, no, I'll pretend I'm only strawberry blonde, not a real redhead. Keep the temper down. So I try to make myself go to bed by like 11. It doesn't always work. And sometimes the pups want to wake me up 4 times a night, but I try. Wait a second. I clean Jackie Boy's hair off of it. He won't let me brush him anymore. But this kind of works as a brush. But then I got all of that just from like right behind his ear where he can't really clean it. Was it worth the staying up till 12:30 though? I used to do when I worked would just warn my students not a day to be a jerk. If I warned my manager of that, they would probably push the buttons and say, yeah, I might get fired, but you're going to the hospital, so was it really worth it? Absolutely worth it. It's a great read. Yay! Glad you loved that one. I can't think of the last one that I stayed up super late to read. I'm sure there was one, or at least one that I tried to, but I'm like, I'm gonna bunk. I've done that on a few raw solves. I'm like, I will finish. I just hit myself in the face with the book. Hardbacks are mean. They're expensive and they hurt. They make good weapons, but they hurt when you accidentally use them on yourself. It has been good revisiting Star Trek. I've put banned books on hold. That's good. You gotta enjoy what you're reading. Like, yes, it's good that, check out the banned ones, but I've noticed a lot of them, like, I've already read those a bunch because it's like Harry Potter and Goosebumps and the other ones. They have good messages in them, but I can't do it. There's a lot of them are classics, and me and classics, I've tried multiple times. We don't get along. They just either put me in a bad mood or put me to sleep. The Handmaid's Tale was another one I stayed up until 12 to finish. Oh, I don't know how you and Farrah did that one. Just hearing about it makes me angry. Like, there's no way I could read that book. It's like, I might as well be at work the way my blood pressure's going up. Or listening to some of these podcasts to some of these freaking idiots that are... I already work with some of those people. I don't need to read their book. I've enjoyed the rereads of most of the books, but other books are waiting. Yeah, if it's going to be a reread, it's got to be a good one. Otherwise, I read it once. I ain't suffering again. So I'm trying to get through my TBR and go, all right, which ones deserve another read? It's like, I might find a favorite new author. Or it might be like David Gibbons and it's like, all right, this is one to avoid. This one's going over here. And if they won't, give me credit for it at the store, it might just disappear. Did Handmaid as a buddy read with Book Blather and Revenant Reads? Made it interesting. That probably did help, actually. Because at least then you can, like, kind of trash it together. Or rant about, oh my gosh, this character is stupid. Exactly. It was fun reading with guys and hearing their perspective. Yeah, that probably was quite interesting. 'Cause, I mean, obviously, Handmaid's Tale is something we have to deal with. They get an option. So it also kind of is like a, I'm feeling you people out kind of a test. It's like, does my dog like you? Except for that doesn't really work with the two that I have now because they hate literally everyone. But if the depends how they feel about that book. They got, well, I thought you were good, but now, or okay, yep, you passed the test. You are still good. No, he does dote on his puppy, so I'm pretty sure Dave's still good. You don't trust people that don't like animals. That's a tell right away. Where's he go? Our car is very loud, and I just heard it. So he might just be backing out into the driveway so he can work in the garage. Yep, he's just backing out. He's been working on cutting and staining some wood for me for a bookshelf. You got to be able to have some room and air out everything in the garage. So that wood stain stinks, but it's so pretty. Makes you realize how quick things can change. Money Gone is all virtual like us. Bit creepy, like 1984. Yeah, books that you thought could never be real because they are far too out there and extreme, and now it's that crap that was supposed to be a hey, we are so over the top that you can't miss the message that this is nuts. And now it's 50% reality. True about animals. Sweet how many booktubers have their pets on camera. Mm-hmm. Reminds me, I need to do like a cats of booktube tag. I did one for the pups. But I keep going like, I'm gonna, and then I just keep never getting around to it. I have so many plans, and if I record that, then I don't have time to read or watch everybody else's. But it is fun, all the little pop-ups here and there. It's like, all right, it's been a couple weeks. The books ain't hitting. Who's got doggies and something in their videos? I need some fur balls. Should have just like a Animals of Booktube day. Everybody has to post an animal video today. Just fill up booktube with pictures of dogs holding books and cats sitting on them going, oh, you thought you were going to read this instead? Like, even if it's like, yep, I really don't care about this book. I'm watching this video because there's an animal in it. And you can't not smile when animals are just being goofy. Yeah, I was trying to get Little Man today, and he said, nope, it's nap time. Had his little head just blending in. If you didn't see the glare of his eyes, you'd have never known he was in the background of some videos. See, I think that's how come, like, we don't have any drama, because almost every booktuber that I follow has a couple pets. They're not in half the videos, but every now and then, like, ooh, yep, you got one. Okay, that's why you're good. I knew we had something going on. I have videos like that. Of course, I also spend time looking at my cubes. What will I read today? Sure, I have 6 books on the go, but I don't want to read them right now. I still know how you manage 6. Like, sometimes I can, get lost on 2. The most I've ever managed was 3. But I have to make sure they are very different, or I'm like, wait, that character was... Oh, crap, other book. They were doing... No, that's not that... Huh? And then I just have no idea what's going on in any of them. And again, I've had trouble with this one. I'm like, wait. How did we know about that? What did we do? And it was just what I read yesterday. Like, my mind has just burnt out. 6 books in one go? Oh my gosh. Your brain must actually work. ADHD helps. Attention span varies fast. It does. But then I forget it. But maybe that's a different problem. Other books I have to finish now. One I'm like, I need to know. Like, if somebody bothers me again before I finish this, I'm going to beat them with it. So then I can finish it because they'll be unconscious and bleeding out somewhere. Who gets me is I'm like, ooh, like, it cannot be music with words or TV. It has to be quiet. Except for if it's quiet, then my mind can't focus because I can hear all the intrusive thoughts. So I'm like, I gotta have noise, but it has to be very specific noise. It's weird. It's weird how certain books I can do them. Like, I can sit in the living room while he's watching something and listen to the TV and still read the book and know what's going on in both. And other times I'm like, I just read this chapter or this paragraph like 4 times, and I don't know what happened because I'm hearing this. That's why I jot notes plus tabs on pages to review later. Oh, if I have to do that, I'm taking myself so far out. I'm like, now I'm not into it, and I totally lost the pace. And wait, why did I like this again? I went in distraction mode. It's usually how everybody's brain processes it, just a little bit different to be able to do the same thing. I'm just looking at words on a page. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I write it down. Sometimes I write it down, I forget it. We all have our little quirks of managing it. If I put tabs, I'm like, that's desecration. But give me an ebook, and I'm like, I'm highlighting. Like, ooh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Ooh, that made me giggle. Oh, I need to use that line later. What's that word? I've never heard that one before. Let me look. It's like, ooh, does that mean what I think it does? How the heck do you say this? Let me highlight it and look it up. And every now and then I catch myself doing that on paper. I'm like, oh, wait. I want to look this up, but then I'm going to have to bust out my phone to look it up, and then my mind is going to go down the rabbit hole. Same. Depends on the book and focus. I do jot notes either end of a chapter or when I am done reading for the day. Nice. Like, I always highlight them. Like, oh, I need to go back on Goodreads because it saves all my highlights. It goes, oh, yeah, here you go. I don't put them on my like visual usually, but it's good for learning it. Exactly. Everyone has their own style. Wish more teachers understood that and made it easier for students. I do, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to cater to everybody's style when you only have set, space to try to get through all the lesson. It's like, yeah, okay, this works for this 10, but these 10 each need a different thing. Like, for me, I'm like, you can talk at me all day. I know lately folks are complaining about homework. It's like, yeah, that made sense until I actually tried to do it myself. Oh, now I figured out a way that this works. Or I had one class where the teacher, like, they had TAs that were supposed to do the grading. The teacher took over mine because the TA couldn't figure out how to read my homework. Like, well, to me, it says A, B, C, D. Your answer is X. To the TA, it went 1, 2, C, purple, orange. Oh, 5. Okay, here we go. Elephant is the answer. My teacher goes, yeah, I'm ADD too. I know what that means. I rewrite my notes 4 different times before I can plan for a lesson where that might make sense. Like, hey! Like, I thought it was a straight line. I didn't realize I was being weird. Till all my teachers go going, are you okay? You're ADD, aren't you? I don't know. My brain works how it works. That's how it's always worked. And then I start confusing them. I got lucky. I had very small classes for the most part. Especially when I got like higher up and things like, oh yay, we only have 8 students. I can get it something to where it works. That's why I prefer resource, easier to support students in their own style. Crazy here, so many levels in one class, some who can't read and others at university level reading. How the heck does that work? Are y'all doing that whole nobody's allowed to fail thing there too? Which, like, yay, you're protecting their ego by making them non-functioning adults. It's like, I get folks are going to learn and whatnot at a different level and understand different levels, but if you don't have like a basic line and they keep pushing you on, that's not doing you any service. Yeah. In the real world, yeah, if you can't read your instructions, they're going to fire you because you couldn't figure out how the freak to work. Or, hey, I can't read the screen. Not everything has pictures, and you don't always get somebody holding your hand and reading it to you. You need to understand what you're being told or have to read by yourself. Sad. And again, like somebody said, it's like, hey, I love a dumb populace. They're easier to control. No more separate classes for students going to college level or university, all one group. Yeah, they're just doing it as service. That is, yeah. Because even when I was in high school and they started doing that whole stupid no child left behind thing, it's like, all right, y'all are all in the same grade, but we're going to split up the classes of y'all usually do well, y'all are normal. Or, hey, y'all can keep up with this, so we're actually going to make you do, you're going to leave this class early and go to this one, get some extra work. You'll be fine. Well, and until employers start complaining, the stupid will continue. You are correct. Huge disservice. Yes, hello, man. Yeah, were you outside chasing bunnies and squirrels? I didn't hear enough fussing, so you weren't chasing and cussing out the neighbors yet, huh? It's a good boy. Yeah, you smell like outside. Yes, you do. Okay, bye. Yeah, you back? Okay. Good boy. Oh, thank you. I love you too. You're my good little man. You finally feeling snuggly because you ain't been snuggly lately. You've been my little jealous boy. Mm-hmm. My little jealous boy. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit for dinner. He's been being a little jealous butt because he comes home and he's like, yay, mama. You went and loved on the cat after shower time? So he'll bite me. And then he goes, well, it's bedtime, so now I have to snuggle daddy because he puts out all the heat. So we haven't had proper snuggles in like 2 weeks. Now he's like, oh, wait, you were home all day and awake. Hi. He gets jealous if he doesn't get first dibs. So then he pulls it like Jack. He won't share, and if he doesn't get first, he has to pout the rest of the day. But in a really cute fashion. This last week, I'm like, I'm going to record, I'm going to snuggle, I'm going to do a house. Nope. I'm going to catch up on some sleep. This time I fell asleep early enough last night that I was actually able to do housework and recording. Shall we jump into one and see if we can finish our books for a last sprint. So we'll go till about 8ish and then have a last little chat and see if little man comes running or if Tiki and Panther decide to mess with you. Go, oh, you're doing something, Mama? Let me look over your shoulder by standing on the book. Because, Panther's got to help you read. He is your supervisor after all. Hubby gets cat scans when he gets home. Kids can smell the dogs who visit with him, so they rub against him to get the smell off. I love it. That does not work with ours. They're more, oh, you cheated on me? You gonna pay. And then we get super snubbed. I visited a coworker that had pups, and the dog peed on our tires. Ours were so pissed when we got home. We were in trouble for days. They always know. Jack, you little liar. Laying on the guilt noises. Oscar, Franny, hash nuggets. Oscar, I see your shadow. Oscar, come here. Come here. Come here, your mama. Come on, Mr. Ringleader. Yeah, he's coming in with mama. Ha ha ha. I got you, little ringleader. I was gonna sit down, but I guess not. Hello. Yes. Who's my good boy? Say my good boy. Yeah, I know what you're plotting. You're not gonna. You're not gonna. Yeah. Come here. You're talking all that junk. Trying to start some junk. Yeah. No, you're not gonna do it. I know what that excitement means. That means I'm not done talking junk. I got cuss out the neighbors. Oh. No. Come here. Oh, you're gonna lean way over there. You silly boy. You being a silly boy. Yes, you are. Good boy. You guarding me. Say nothing's getting in this room. It's gonna have to get past me. With the super perks. You got a guard dog now. Nobody's getting past me. Yeah. Nobody's getting past the little man. Yes. cute little nose. Mm-hmm. Dee, and I got your cute little nose. Okay. You gonna stop being a butt. Oh, there's your sister. Big girl was right outside the door just waiting. My brother's in there. I don't know who to yell out without him telling me. So I gotta go bust out the ringleader. done. We'll wait until tomorrow to start the third story. Panther's just passing by. Kids now busy chowing their bedtime snack. Can hear them chomping. I love it. I finished mine as well. Even with the little man starting all that junk. Did yours end on a good note at least? Despite Panther coming to check up on you. Mm-hmm. I thought he knew Franny was on the other side of the door, just sitting there saying, like, let me out. Because their greeting is always, we have to slightly fight and act like we're going to do something, and then just go on about their business. Like, every time I try to catch them doing a fuss fight, they stop. And they haven't even done it lately. But they like to do their, they'll get right next to each other and bark and snarl and make all these noises. But then you notice her nub going and his tail wiggling. But if you just focus on the face and the noises they're making, they're about to eat each other. They're so goofy. Sad part is I remembered, but good. Aw. Hopefully it gets happy after that. No fun ending the night sad. Excuse me. Oh. Our animals are just all goofballs. It's about time to feed our pups because they get it. Well, Franny tries to lie and say she gets it an hour early, but they got their little doggy toothbrush an hour early because the boyfriend gives in. But yeah, it's about 5 minutes till their dinner, which sometimes she yells at you early, and then I give her the mean mama face, and I'll just put up like nobody wants to see you when you act like this, and throw a blanket over her head, and she gets fussy and walks off and gives up after a while. Another time, like she'll forget, and I'll get away with him. I thought we were going to get punched in the throat and cussed out, but she forgot. But she gets excited when it's food time. Same with Tiki and Zena. Sweet kisses, but never when I have the camera. It's like Franny is a weirdo. If you go near her dry food, she will fight you. But she will share her wet food with little man. She will cuss you out and yell for it. I want my freaking dinner. But then, like, little man will scarf his and then go over and start cleaning her plate, and she just lets him. It's like, there's a little bit gravy left. I gotta lick it. And they do their cute little Lady and the Tramp dinner together. Because Jack used to do that with Pandora every once in a blue moon. Daylight savings, crazy kids want dinner early. Well, ours, that happened a while ago. They've slowly been adjusting. Though I still haven't adjusted to why is it bright at 5 o'clock in the morning. It is not bright time. It is sad my eyes are open time. Getting them long daylight hours. But then you'd think that would trick them, but no, then when it goes the other way and it gets dark early and nope, they still know it's dinner time now. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. They just try to fake it. Panther, little gentleman, let Xena and Tiki steal from him all the time. Aww. He's like, if I feed them, then they'll like me. Like, smart boy. He knows. Keep us well fed. We're much nicer when we're not hungry. So long as it's the right foods. I wish they would get rid of daylight savings. Like, I know Arizona here does it because I always forget. I'm like, yay, I'm an hour ahead of my friend. Nope, I'm 2 hours. Nope. It keeps changing. Like, I don't know whether to call her or if she's in the middle of work. Like, quit messing with my hours, dang it. Sunlight evil. Like, that was for farmers back when, hey, we didn't have electricity, so you had to work by the sun. We've had electricity for a while. There is no point in it now other than to mess with people. Like, if they're too tired and don't know what day or time it is, they'll be easier to manipulate. You'd think all the rich folks would get mad. It's like, well, we can't make money if our employees are a mess because they don't know what time it is and didn't sleep right. Like, we would have to step up and make up the difference, and we don't know how our business runs. We just take all the money. Same here. They have proposed getting rid of it, but New York has to agree. Why would New York have to agree? You're in Canada. That's a different country. I mean, I get it on trade, but you should be able to pick your own clock. Uppity New Yorkers. They think they're hot shit. True, but traveling border, I guess. Psh. Most folks ain't trying to come here right now. Not until we quit being nuts and embarrassing ourselves on the global stage. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. Not sure if whole Eastern Coast has daylight savings. Oscar, Franny, quit being butts. I don't think he agreed with that. I know the East Coast here all does. I don't know if y'all do. Act like there's not other places to cross. That's just the easiest. Hello. The girl. You're just breaking down doors. Oh, is it 8 o'clock on the dot? Huh? Is it on the dot dinner time? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hello. Yeah. I'll make doggy panty face again. Oscar! Yeah. Don't listen to his lies, big girl. Definitely worried about upcoming months for many of you and repercussions for world. Hopefully some sanity, or, enough for the nutsos that it will balance out, maybe, hopefully. But I ain't holding my breath. Something major has to change. See? Being a good girl, people tell you how beautiful you are. And you're not being a butt. Yeah. Yeah. She usually fusses for food. I don't know what he's fussing at. Huh. But it can't be that serious. You just fussing to lie and get some attention. Don't sniff her butt. Nothing good comes out of there. Nothing good comes out of there. No. My little fake corgi with her nub. Yeah, that's a good girl. Well, I better go feed the pups and hush up the little ringleader, but it was great talking to you again. Look forward to seeing what all you get up to. Huh. Okay, my hairy girl, yes. Can you get a high five? A shaky shake? You gonna give me a shake, friend? Can I have a shake? Good girl. Oh, that was a fuss. Yeah. Has been fun. Have an awesome weekend. Well, thank you, you too. That was quite the yawn. Were you trying to eat my face? As JB comes creeping in, like the big fluffy creep that he is. Good night. Yeah, go get your son.